What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. It's a great day to be in possession of silver and gold and maybe even some platinum. In today's video, I wanted to talk about the precious metal that we don't typically talk about on this channel, and we don't typically talk about, period. Some platinum. We're going to be talking about the power of diversification and whether or not I think platinum is worth stacking. I'd also like to talk about some of the moves platinum has made in recent years and how much it's gone up or down since I got my very first piece of platinum. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for a bunch of videos, subscribe to my second channel for bonus videos, and follow me on social media at Mykie DYDSS across all platforms. 4 super quick things I want to mention before we fully dive into the video. Number 1, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise. That's right, we have the brand new It's a Great Day to Have a Great Day t-shirt and coffee mug. Link to that will be in the description. 2, if you haven't already, try out some Celsius Energy. It's a healthier alternative to the other energy drinks out there. You can get a 12-pack variety pack on Amazon right now. I will leave an affiliate link in the description so you can try out the different flavors. This one right here, best flavor ever. 3, if you're not already investing and you'd like to start investing, make sure to download Webull and fund your account. They're going to give you some free stocks just for doing so, and they make it really easy for a new investor to start investing because of how simple it is to learn on the app and how easy it is to navigate around on the app. Webull link will be in the description. 4th and finally, if you need any silver or gold stacking supplies, whether it be airtight tubes and capsules, whether it be anti-tarnish paper, maybe a mini lockbox, maybe a microscope, maybe currency sleeves, all those stacking supplies will be linked in the description for your convenience. All right, so in today's video, I wanted to talk about one of the precious metals that we don't typically cover on this channel. One of the precious metals that not a whole lot of people talk about or even really pay close attention to. I want to talk about platinum. In addition to silver and gold, alongside the silver and gold, is platinum something that we should be stacking? Should we be converting our dollars into platinum at this time? And by the way, as I talk about platinum, most of what I say about this one particular metal also goes for the other additional precious metals, palladium and rhodium. But I wanted to really focus on platinum today because I personally do not own any palladium. I don't own any rhodium, but I do own a little teeny tiny itty bitty piece of platinum. I have this little 1 gram platinum bar. I will zoom in so hopefully you'll be able to see it a little better. I don't know if I'll be able to get it in focus. Very small increment of platinum right here. Let's see if I can get that to focus. I don't know if I'll be able to. Either way. There we go. You can kind of see what I'm talking about here. This right here is a little 1 gram platinum bar. Lady Fortuna platinum bar. Little 1 gram piece. Now, this little 1 gram platinum bar is not something that I converted my dollars into. This was actually sent in to my P.O. box from Bo back in August of 2021. So Bo, if you're still tuning in, if you're still watching, I appreciate it. Thank you once again for sending this to me. But this was sent to me back in the summer of 2021. And platinum, when I first started stacking, was around the $900 range. So a little 1 gram platinum bar would have been worth, at the time, about $29. And that's obviously excluding a premium. This year, at the height, platinum was, I have a chart right here, took a screenshot so you'd be able to see. At the highest, platinum was over $1,020, which means that the little 1 gram platinum bar would be worth kind of close to maybe $32.50, maybe $33, somewhere within that range. And it's funny that we're talking about $29 to $33 in that little window right there, because that's kind of what the spot price of silver has been in recent weeks. in between $29 and $33, a little bit higher. But it's funny how we're talking about a little 1 gram platinum bar, and it's worth roughly the same as a 1 ounce silver coin round ore bar. And I know what you're probably thinking. Multiple years going by, and it's only gone from $29 to $33, that little 1 gram piece. Well, I mean, first and foremost, it's important to remember that we're not talking about platinum in massive amounts. We're not talking about mountains of platinum. We're not talking about tremendous piles of platinum. We're talking about a little teeny tiny 1 gram platinum bar. But regardless, going from 29 to 33, I know isn't, a world of a difference, but technically speaking, that is about a 13% jump, maybe even a 13.5% jump, which is pretty solid. And once again, we're not even factoring in premiums. So platinum has done a fairly decent job. It's been outperformed by other asset classes, but it has performed fairly well, I would say. So platinum has been really doing its thing. And very similar can be said about palladium as well. Very similar can be said about rhodium as well. And obviously very similar can be said about silver. Very similar can be said about gold. And it doesn't even just specifically focus on precious metals. I mean, even if we wanted to talk about industrial metals, I mean, copper has done its thing as well in recent years, or over the course of recent years. So back to platinum. I wanted to talk about whether or not I think platinum is worth stacking, whether platinum is worth buying. The short answer is, if you're looking to diversify the stack, I would say the answer is yes. If you're relatively new to stacking, I think you should probably, or I think you most likely would be better off focusing on getting yourself situated with silver and gold first before taking a step away from those two precious metals and introducing a third precious metal to the stack. I think you want to kind of get yourself solidified with the silver and the gold first before you diversify onto a third precious metal. That's just my personal opinion, and this is coming from someone that does not actively stack platinum. I don't have any platinum other than this one little 1 gram platinum bar that was sent in to me from Bo. Once again, Bo, thank you very much for sending this to my P.O. box. I appreciate it. But if you're looking to diversify, if you have gotten to the point where you are fairly well-rounded when it comes to the stack, if you are satisfied with how much silver you have accumulated, how much gold you have accumulated, and you want to branch out a little bit further and you want to diversify a little bit more beyond just the silver and the gold, I see absolutely nothing wrong with picking yourself up a little bit of platinum or a little bit of palladium. Diversification is never a bad thing. And I think in an attempt to break down the premiums, it's probably best to go with slightly larger denominations. Very similar can be said about silver or gold. I mean, if we're talking about pure silver, I've been saying it for years, I don't think stacking fractional silver, fractional pure silver, like half-ounce gold or half-ounce silver bars, quarter-ounce or 10th-ounce silver rounds, I don't think that's the greatest idea. I think 1 ounce and up is best. If you want to really break down the premiums, you can go for the kilo bars or something beyond a kilo bar, a 50-ounce bar, 100-ounce bar. That's the best way to break down the premiums. I've always said the 10-ounce bars are kind of like the sweet spot because they're still small enough to easily get rid of in an emergency situation where you need to liquidate without having to fork over a large, massive piece of silver. You want to have small enough denominations, similar to cash. I mean, you want to have the $100 bills, but you want to be able to break 100. You want to have the 20s. You want to have the 5s. You want to have the singles. You want smaller denominations as well. You want to be able to mix and match it up. But I do believe the 10-ounce silver bar is kind of the sweet spot because it's small enough to be easy to work with, but it's large enough to notice that the premiums are starting to be broken down a little bit with a larger denomination. Similar can be said about gold, by the way. I believe that 1 ounce gold coins, rounds, and bars are probably the best way to go, but if you want to get gold on a more fractional level, you can go for a small denomination. I have the 1 gram gold bar. I don't think I can ever see myself getting another 1 gram gold bar. I don't even know if I can really fully, truly see myself getting another 10th ounce gold coin. I'm kind of more so interested in 1/4 ounce and up. And the reason for that has always been exactly what I just said about 10 ounce silver bars. I think the 1/4 ounce and 1/2 ounce gold coins are the sweet spot. I like the fact that they are smaller increments, easier to work with, easier to get rid of in an emergency situation without having to fork over a large piece of gold. Let's just say with spot price being a little over $3,000 and I'm in a financial hardship, something popped up that was unexpected and I need to, repair this or I need to take care of that and I need $1,500. I don't want to sell a $3,000 piece of gold just for $1,500. I think I would rather fork over a 1/2 ounce gold coin or 2 1/4 ounce gold coins as an example. Then again, there might not really be a need for fractional gold because at the end of the day, maybe, just maybe, that's what silver's for. Maybe in an attempt to get a smaller amount of cash, maybe that's what the smaller denominations of silver are for. The 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 10 ounce silver coins, rounds, and bars. You might not need to get 1/2 ounce gold coins or 1/4 ounce gold coins. A $3,000 piece of gold in a $1,500 financial emergency, you might not want to fork over the 1 ounce of gold and get $3,000. Like I just said, you might want to get a 1/2 ounce gold coins, but at the same time, instead of forking over a 1/2 ounce gold coin, maybe just fork over $1,500 worth of silver. Maybe that's what silver's for. It's a different precious metal. Much, much, much lower in price. The gold to silver ratio, as I'm filming the video, is about 101 to 1, or 1 to 101. So maybe that's what silver's for. Maybe silver is what we should be using to break an ounce of gold instead of picking up fractional gold and paying higher premiums. That's what I've been thinking about recently. And I do like 1/4 ounce and 1/2 ounce gold coins, but maybe, just maybe, silver replaces fractional gold. And maybe when it comes to gold, we should focus on 1 ounce and up. But very similar can be said about platinum as well. Platinum, just like silver, just like gold, the smaller the denomination, the larger the premium is going to be. So if you want to get a little 1 gram gold or 1 gram platinum bar, sure, according to spot price divided by, I like to divide it by 31. I know it's not exact, but I divide it by 31. You get about $32, $33 worth of platinum right here on screen. Factoring in a little bit of a premium, it's going to be quite a bit higher. But if you go for a larger denomination of platinum, if you go for a 5 gram platinum bar, a 10 gram platinum bar, a 1/2 troy ounce platinum bar, a 1 troy ounce platinum bar, you'll notice that the larger the denomination, the smaller the premium is going to be. The more bang for your buck you're going to have. The more platinum for your currency you're going to receive. So regardless of your metal of choice, whether it be silver, whether it be gold, whether it be platinum, palladium, rhodium, or all of the above, it's important to remember the smaller the piece, higher the premium. The larger the piece, the smaller the premium. It's cheaper to get a 10 ounce silver bar than it is to get 10 1 ounce silver bars. Been saying it for years. It's like retail grocery stores versus the wholesale club. You can get 3 boxes of cereal at the grocery store, or you can get 1 box of cereal that's 3 times the size at the wholesale club for cheaper than the 3 smaller boxes of cereal at the grocery store. That's the picture I like to paint to put things into perspective for people. Same thing goes for the precious metals, the silver, the gold, the platinum. And not only does it go for the precious metals, it goes for the industrial metals as well. So beyond that, moving on from larger denominations versus smaller denominations, let's now talk about diversification. Diversification is something that you are going to want to focus on at one point You do want to get yourself into a pretty solid position when it comes to one particular metal. See, a lot of people, when they start stacking, at least this is how I did it, and I've noticed how a lot of other people have done it. When it comes to stacking, a lot of us start with the silver, and we work our way up. We get some silver. We pick up our first 1 ounce silver coin round or bar. We get another 5. We get another 10. We work our way up to 20, 25, 50, 100. Once you hit that 100 ounce mark, you start thinking to yourself, hey, you know what? Maybe I should get a little bit of gold. Maybe, just maybe, I'll get myself a little fractional gold coin, like the little 10th ounce kookaburra that I have right here. Maybe get yourself one of them, a little 1/10 of an ounce gold coin or bar. Or maybe something a little bit bigger. Maybe you get yourself a 1/2 ounce gold bar or a 1 ounce gold coin or something like that. Regardless, you get yourself into a pretty solid position with silver, and then you take a little bit of a step out and you get yourself a little bit of gold. That's what I did. I started stacking in, I think it was December of 2017, and I think it was March of 2018 is the first time I picked up myself a little bit of gold, which was this right here. And I've always been a fan of platinum and palladium as well. If you are unfamiliar with the American Platinum Eagle and the American Palladium Eagle, next to the Silver Eagle and the Gold Eagle, look them up. They're actually really, really interesting and beautiful works of art. I'm a big fan of them. I don't have any, so I can't show you, but I love the way that they look. And who knows, maybe one day I'll get myself a couple of those, a handful of those. But for the time being, I'm going to focus more on silver for the most part and gold a little bit as well. I'm not going to be purchasing any platinum or palladium. I'm not going to be converting my dollars into any platinum or palladium, and maybe one day I will, but at this time, I don't feel the need to. At this time, I'm not actively seeking platinum or palladium. I'm focusing a little bit more on the silver and the gold, at least when it comes to the precious metals, or at least when it comes to the metals in general. At this time, I'm obviously much more focused on financial offense than defense, so I'm a little bit more focused on investing so that I can build wealth, so that I eventually have something to preserve. You can't preserve wealth if you don't have wealth to preserve. So right now I'm kind of building. Right now I'm kind of in construction mode. I'm building something for myself. I'm building my wealth. I'm growing my wealth. And down the road, there will be a time where I decide for myself that now is a more intelligent time to be playing financial defense rather than offense, in which case I will take some of the wealth that I built and convert it into something different, aka silver or gold, or at that point, maybe land. That's the plan. That's the mission. That's the goal. But make no mistake, I'm still picking up a little bit of silver, and I haven't gotten any gold in a while, but I would like to get myself a 1 ounce gold coin at some point in the future. Hopefully in the very near future. I'm talking maybe the end of this year or early next year. I need to do a little bit of financial recovery right now. Been out of work for a month with an injury, just got back, and to recover from that lost month, it's probably going to take me 2 to 3 months to get myself back on track to where I was. And from that point forward, I can start moving ahead. From that point, I can start like, okay, I'm back on track. Now I can get back to, chasing some of my goals. Right now, my only goal is to recover. And yes, I do plan on getting myself a 1 ounce gold coin. Breaks down the premium, and guess what? By the way, it's gonna be 100% without a doubt a gold buffalo. That thing has been calling my name for 7 years, and I still don't have one. I still have not acquired a 1 ounce gold buffalo. I would love to, and I plan on it, and I absolutely will. I don't know exactly when it's gonna be, but hopefully sooner rather than later. And one of the reasons I started picking up a little bit of gold alongside my silver, and silver has always been the priority, but the main reason I started getting a little bit of gold every now and then, every once in a while, I'll pick up a little tiny piece of gold. The reason for that was for diversification purposes. The reason for that was to diversify the stack. You never, no matter what you're doing, whether it's investing, whether it's stacking, whatever it is that you're doing, you do not want to have all your eggs in one basket. You do want to diversify. So if you want to expand the stack a little bit and get yourself some platinum. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, even if you're fairly new. Even if it's kind of like the early stages of the game, there's nothing wrong with picking up a little bit of platinum. I think it's probably best to build yourself up a nice stack of silver and a little bit of gold before moving on to a third metal. But if you want to pick up a little piece of all 3 metals, or all 4 metals, or all 5 metals on day 1, there ain't nothing wrong with that either. That's not a problem. In fact, if anybody considers it a problem, it's a good problem to have. So, coming around full circle here, platinum, a beautiful, beautiful metal. So many beautiful coins, rounds, and bars made out of this particular metal. And by the way, this is a 3/9 fine little 1 gram silver bar from, it's Swiss. And I have the little plastic flip it came in too. Like I said, Bo sent this to me as a gift to the channel back in 2021 for the 3rd time. I said it before and I will say it again. I'll say it a 4th time. Thank you very much, Bo, for sending this my way. I really appreciate it. But if you're somebody that's considering picking up a little bit of platinum, understand just a couple little things. You definitely want to diversify. I don't know. I've never even heard of anybody that was all in on platinum and didn't have any silver or gold. Usually platinum is kind of like a multiple steps later. But if you want to get a little bit of platinum early stages in the game, you can absolutely do that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And if it's alongside the silver and the gold and you want to start diversifying like from day 1 or week 1 or year 1, there's nothing wrong with that. And hey, even though I think what I've been doing, I've been stacking silver and gold for 7 years, and I've never one time converted my dollars into any platinum, any palladium, or any rhodium, but maybe down the line I will. Never know. It's not something that I have felt the need to do, but I definitely respect the people that are stacking platinum like regularly, actively picking up a little bit of platinum in addition to the silver, in addition to the gold. If they are regularly diversifying, if they are regularly picking up a variety of different types of metals, I respect it, I support it. And at the end of the day, regardless of how much platinum you have, if you pick up a little bit of platinum every now and then, better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. It's not going to hurt you to have a little bit of platinum in your possession and to have a portion of your stack dedicated to that particular metal. Just something to think about, just something to talk about. I want you guys to let me know in the comments, do you have any platinum? If not, would you consider getting some platinum? Is it something that you can see yourself doing? And if so, what's the first platinum coin, round, or bar you would pick up? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys liked today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my 2nd channel for bonus videos, and follow me on social media at Mykie DYDSS across all platforms. 4 quick things as we wrap up the video. Number 1, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise. We have the brand new It's a Great Day to Have a Great Day t-shirt and coffee mug. DYDSS store will be linked in the description. 2, if you haven't already, try you out some Celsius Energy. That's right, it's a healthier alternative to the other energy drinks out there. You can get a 12-pack variety pack on Amazon right now. I will leave an affiliate link in the description so you can try out the different flavors. This one in particular, best flavor ever. Number 3, if you haven't already started investing and you would like to, make sure to download Webull and fund your account. They're going to give you some free stocks just for doing so, and they make it really easy for a new investor to start investing because of how simple it is to learn and navigate around on the app. Webull link in the description. 4th and finally, if you need any silver and gold stacking supplies, whether it be airtight tubes and capsules, whether it be anti-tarnish paper, maybe a mini lockbox, maybe it's a microscope, maybe it's currency sleeves for gold-backed notes or other types of currencies, any and all stacking supplies and prepping supplies will be linked in the description for your convenience. Once again, I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below, what are your thoughts on platinum? Is platinum something that you would consider stacking? Why or why not? If so, what platinum do you pick up, or what platinum would you consider picking up? Which platinum coin, round, or bar would you have your eye on? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.